Are the Knicks at their best without Karl-Anthony Towns? Last night, Karl picked up his fourth foul early in the third quarter, and so Mike Brown was forced to go away from him. In came Mitchell Robinson, and he did an unbelievable job anchoring an excellent defensive unit for the Knicks. Over the next 5 minutes of the game, OG Anunoby, Josh Hart, Mikal Bridges, Jalen Brunson, and Mitchell Robinson logged a 33 defensive rating as they proceeded to blow out the 76ers. When you have four great defensive players on the floor like this, it gives you a lot of flexibility with how to guard. Look at how they can double Brunson out of this mismatch and then rotate out of it without giving up an opening. Here we have more great individual defense by Mitchell Robinson on Joel Embiid, forces him into a super tough one-legged fadeaway. Watch how he absorbs the contact on the drop step, forces him to fade. There was a pretty consistent dynamic in ball screens where Mitch was constantly showing on the opposite side, but look at Josh Hart digging down off of VJ Edgecombe to shrink the floor and then close back out on the three-point shot. Here, Mitch shows his versatility, switching onto Paul George in a ball screen. When you have a big that can switch, it buys you all sorts of scheme versatility on that end of the floor. Look at him sliding his feet, and Mitch has always been very good at contesting jump shots. Watch Mikal Bridges fight over the top of the screen and get the deflection that forces the turnover. And because Mitch is a vertical spacer, he still has utility on the offensive end. He can dunk these vertical spacing windows. He can offensive rebound. He's also a good screen setter. He brings plenty of utility to make it work on that end of the floor. And so as I was watching that lineup, I kept thinking three dynamic two-way athletes like Josh Hart, Mikal Bridges, and OG Anunoby with a versatile rim protector that can switch, and then one of the very best offensive players in the game in Jalen Brunson at the point. That to me feels like the best possible version of the Knicks, the best possible version that can compete for a championship. I don't know what that means when you've got the difficulty of Karl-Anthony Towns' contract and what that would look like in the trade market, but I couldn't help as I was watching him in the third quarter last night thinking that's the best version of the Knicks.